The best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie ever. Yes, I'm talking about Predator. I'm not talking about Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I do love that movie, but this movie, there's so many iconic moments in here. There's so much action. There's so much carnage and blood and gore. It's full on Arnold showing off his muscles and still actually not really being the man on top. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the team. There's such a well-oiled machine that each and every one of them is a super badass. I feel like any one of these guys could take on a whole group of people, but they're all together, and when they're together, they're unstoppable. They show that pretty strongly in the beginning. The movie starts off kind of a different movie, kind of a from dusk till dawn feel, in that the beginning is more like a Vietnam guerrilla warfare kind of a film with some CIA intrigue, espionage, two old friends, one figuring out that the other one is now this kind of CIA corporate shill of an a-hole of a man. You have these inseparable friends, family members working hard together, just doing well as a team unit. I could see a movie with just them doing different missions. That's the cool thing about this movie, is you care about each of these characters. I don't know if the other Predator movies do this. Let me know what you think in the comments. But in this one, they really do a good job of investing you in the characters with a little bit. They don't need to show you a lot. Just simple interactions, just showing them, give him the binoculars and him kind of leading them the way, making multiple pussy jokes, trying to push chew tobacco on their teammates, and most importantly, just kicking all kinds of ass. These guys kick so much ass together. I've watched these clips over and over again, and it never gets old. Another interesting thing about all of that, though, is they don't know that they're being hunted. They that's one of the fun parts about it, is these guys are supposed to be so cool, so badass, but they have no idea until it's too late that they're kind of screwed. This creature is supposed to be so much more powerful than all of them combined, and this is a showcase of that. He watches them, he mimics them, he slowly follows after them, stalking them. He's right there with them pretty much the whole way, and they don't know for a while. His hunting style of taking them out one by one, it not only shows just how cunning the predator is, but it also shows just how important each team member is. It kind of puts a frame around each of their deaths. It makes each of their deaths important. It makes each of their deaths depressing. And seeing the reaction of the teammates whenever one of them dies, you feel it. It feels real. They feel like a family. I think the only character that's kind of out of place in a way is Anna. She's like this rebel woman they just kind of pick up when after they're done killing all of her friends. What's interesting about her is she's not a bad guy. I don't know what you would call her. She's not a victim either. She's just not one of the soldiers armed to the teeth. It works to her advantage. This predator only kills beings that have weapons. No sport. That's what Arnold says in the movie. It's kind of funny. Arnold makes it seem like he's hunting her too, but I wonder if they just left her alone in the woods, would the predator even go after her? There's so many great gory scenes in this movie. I wanted to share more, but I didn't want to get a sensitive kind of a warning on it. I just wanted you all to see it. But if you haven't seen this movie, definitely give it a shot just to see all the blood and guts in it. It gets pretty nuts. Even though this full movie is amazing, I feel like it really gets to its magic point when it's just Arnold by himself. Seeing him with his teammates is amazing, but when he's finally isolated, it's just him and this predator. There's something unique about this segment of the film. It's like one-on-one in the woods, mano a mano, but one of them's a very powerful alien that can obviously kill this man toe to toe. I don't know. I like seeing heroes get taken down a few pegs. I don't like it when they just always blasting away. I want to see some struggle. And Arnold, he is not shy of doing that. He puts this all in this movie. Seeing him run like a little child through the woods, and this predator's just like right behind him, and he's just slipping and falling into the water. There's a moment where you feel like he's gonna get killed. And I actually feel like that. I don't know if I've actually felt that way in an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, but in this one, it feels like he could actually die. If it wasn't for pure luck and cunning, he would have died. Falling in that water, getting all muddy, that was pure story luck for sure, right? There was no way he would just know that he can just like sit there. I mean, technically, he does say he can't see me afterwards, but the way the scene kind of unfolds, it makes it kind of look like he already kind of had an idea. But it's okay. I'll give that part a pass. But when he realizes that the predator can't see, that he only sees heat, and using that mud masks him from that, it changes the game. He's got the advantage. One of my favorite scenes in this whole movie is watching Arnold start prepping for the attack, actually getting ready to take the predator down, to see him work out all these traps and these weapons, showing that Arnold strength of his. It's amazing. I love it. Then just the build up for that scene where he pulls out the fire and he just starts screaming into the air, calling for the predator to come to him. It was even better is the predator, he hears the call and he starts heating up his claws. It's on mano a mano, man. It's crazy. The stakes are high here. For the predator, we don't know this right away. We know this later on, just in the predator lore. But as we all know, the predators, they're sent to Earth to basically use it as their hunting grounds and collect trophies, right? Kind of a rite of passage in a way. And Arnold's supposed to be the prey, and he shows him that he's ready to fight. He's not gonna make it easy. He's gonna put that damn war paint on, man. He's gonna call him out into the fire. Truly epic moment. Such great build up. The hunt back and forth between them. You kind of wish that his team realized this trick sooner. They might have actually made quicker work of this thing. Looking back at that, they never stood a chance against the predator before because he could always see them. you know, uh, it really feels like a survival film. I think that's one of the it factors that works for this film. I think that's why so many other Predator films have tried to copy it and it just didn't work. I know the latest one was the only one that even came close to it. I haven't seen it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, especially how it compares to this one. But that's the juicy part there. It's a survival film. This is a film about this man against terrible odds to fight this creature, this demon-like creature that he has no business even being in the same jungle with. But he's there. He's got to throw down. And it was kind of funny is even when he throws down, even when he tries to punch the predator, remember Arnold's this massive man, right? He barely even makes the predator flinch when he punches him. It's comical. And the predator even kind of smirks about it, kind of snickers about the whole thing. And then he slaps him around a little bit. But Dutch, thankfully, is a clever person. He's not just some brawny, muscle-bound commando, He's got a plan. He leads him down where he needs him to go. That's the cool thing, is you see him setting up the trap in the beginning of the segment, and then he finally gets to trigger it near the end. He had a plan, and it worked perfectly. The predator totally underestimated him, and he got him. That's the cherry on top in this film. It's not about all the guns and the pew pew and the pussy jokes and all that. It's about the cunning. It's about the resourcefulness. It's about the ability to outsmart your opponent. It's a tragic but epic victory. It's kind of a tragedy that we don't actually see more of Dutch in the other Predator films. Let me know if I'm wrong in any of that, but I think that's the last thing missing from the rest of these films is they don't have Dutch. He ultimately is the glue of this film. Let me know what y'all think. and have a good night.